Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a beautiful fall look for you guys. It's vampy, it's fun, it's diffused. It's just, honestly, this was everything I wanted out of this look, was something diffused and warm and shiny and yummy. But this is the palette that I used. It's the Beautycounter Classic palette, and I love this palette. It's got great pigment payoff. It's a beautiful palette you can use every day. Like, I mean, honestly, look at this color Penny right in the middle. That is unrefined mica. It's not glitter, but it acts a lot like glitter. But what's cool, you guys know the gig, Beautycounter is non-toxic. This palette is eco-friendly because the mirror is removable and the rest of it's made out of paper. So if you're looking for something that's eco-friendly, safe, vegan, this is the way to go. High pigment payoff, good company policy, can't ask for any more. Now, the best part about this tutorial is that I get to show you guys my new brushes. I made these. These are mine. I spent the last 9 months making these brushes, going back and forth with the manufacturer and finding the right shape, the right touch, the right feel. I already knew what colors I wanted, the rose gold, and this is a beautiful pearl. The company is called Luxley. And if you want to find us on Amazon, that's where you can purchase this. The link will be down below. Now, if you catch us in the month of September, then definitely go down the link below and sign up for Luxley's email list, because we've got a coupon code that'll save you guys a lot of money through the month of September, like a lot of money. So if you get a chance, put your email down below, and I hope you guys enjoy this look and get to recreate it. If you recreate it, I wanna see it. Tag me on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram, so show me what you got. Thanks, guys. Welcome back. Here's the Weleda Skin Food. This is an interesting product. I use this as a prep for my face, and it comes out like a solid, but it warms up into like an oil base. I've been using this as a skin prep because I started watching Katie Jane Hughes a lot, and she uses this and she has the most dewy, wonderful skin, so I wanted to give it a shot. This is my brush set. This is my company, Luxley Beauty. I want to introduce it to you guys. And we just launched this week. We launched on Amazon, and we'll be there on Amazon, and you can find us in the link below that I have in the description. There's 11 brushes. Their hairs are synthetic, so this set is vegan, and you can see that the bottom is magnetic, which is the fun part. Just check this out. You pull it off there. It's better to slide it than anything else, and then listen to this. Yeah. That sound is surprisingly satisfying every time you take it on and off. So I'm starting out with this brush for concealer, and it's a very small brush. I don't recommend it if you like using big areas for your concealer. This is Hint Beauty. These are just samples of their concealer. I like to buy their samples because I like to have a lot of different colors for different clients. But you can use this to precisely place your pigment, and then I use my finger to go in and blend just after I placed it. And I've actually been really enjoying this technique lately. It saves a lot of products. A lot of times when you're using a beauty blender, it's a beautiful texture, but it can eat through the product pretty quickly. So this brush I use predominantly for laying down cream products like concealer, or I'll use it to line my lips with products for my lips. And these were 2 different tint skin colors with a little bit of dew skin. I used honey and sand with a little bit of the number 3 dew skin. And that's a good trick. If you guys are trying to match something to your face, swipe it down your cheek, down your jaw, and a little bit onto your neck. Because my problem with my skin, as you can see, look how dark my forehead is and how much different colors there is everywhere. I wanted to match my whole face and blend it all out. This is the foundation brush from my makeup set, and I use this to get most of the product on. I left my eyes, I blended it into the concealer that I had, so I didn't go too far into my eyes. This is the Beautycounter Color Define Brow Pencil in medium, and I just show you a quick trick here. If you take your pencil, go right next to your nose, and then draw upward, you can see where your brow should begin, and then you can draw upward strokes. I don't know anyone that doesn't need a little bit of fill-in or color there. Very few people don't need that. And then I go in with hair strokes. I'm really into the natural bushy brow lately, so I'm excited to honestly, just keep the bushy brow trend going because it works well for me. This is the Mattifying Powder. It's a translucent powder from Beautycounter. I love this stuff. And I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a round oval, well, it's not oval, this is a round brush for your eye. I use it to set around my eye and on my eyelid. This is the Beautycounter Classic Palette. It's a Velvet Eyeshadow Classic Palette. This is honestly key for anyone. This is just a beautiful palette. You can do all sorts of things with it, but look at that color in the center. Oh, Penny is so pretty. This is a transition shade that I chose because I was going for a very diffused look. So I used 3 different transition shades in this look. So I started with the first one, which is just giving me a basic outline, and it was called Suede. Now this is Siena. This is a little bit warmer, and this is basically my chance to build the color that I was going for, and you'll see what I do with it next. And it doesn't look blended, it doesn't look perfect, and that's okay. It doesn't need to be blended or perfect. And then I go in with, this is an interesting brush. Look when I turn how it goes from round to oval looking. So it's more oval, so it's meant to work in the crease a little bit more. This is Beautycounter Blush in Date. This is a new shade. It's a new formula altogether, but this is a new shade. I wanted to show you this side by side with a palette. That's a blush, that's eyeshadow palette, but I'm using the blush as another transition shade, but I'm also going to use it on my cheeks later, you'll see. And you don't need much. This stuff is so pigmented. And honestly, at this point, it's lay the pigment down in your transition area, blend, 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 blend. And I really loved the way it turned out. I brought the pigment down to my lower lash line because I wanted a very diffused, blown out look. And then I picked up a little more pigment, and a little more, and a little more. I wanted you to see how many times I went back in, but look at the difference. When you see the difference between the two, you can see how a little blend goes a long way. I like to pull the pigment out a little bit when I'm going for a bigger eye look because I wanted something to give shape. I didn't want to be just round. I wanted to have more almond. This brush, I love this brush because it's really flat on the sides, but it's got a very short dome on the top of it. So you can turn it on its side like I'm doing here and press in metallics. And here I just flip it over because I use just the side. Flip it over and I go to Sahara, which is a more gold tone. This has been kind of a favorite technique of mine lately, is taking 2 different metallic shades and treating them like they're the same color, basically, and just putting them side by side. It creates a really interesting shape. This is my pencil brush. I love this pencil brush because it's stiff. It doesn't have a ton of dome to it, but just enough that if I pick up a darker color like this and use it in my contour, I love this color. It's burnished. And I use it in the crease. I can still blend and move it around, but it's very precise. So allows me to blend precisely. So in the V shape in the corner, I also brought it down my lower lash line and then used one more swipe with no new pigment on my under eye to make sure that it was all blended out. This is the powder brush. I love this brush. That's the Beautycounter. I believe that one is Surf. I'll have to double check. I think that one's Surf. And I love this brush because it's got a very narrow taper or a long taper on it, and allows you to really just use the tip if you want to, and then you push to be able to get a deeper blend, diffused blend. This is my blush brush. I love this blush brush, and this one was an interesting product development for me. I always thought that I loved shorter haired blush brushes because I thought they gave me more control, but I love this one because I learned to pat it in. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned that you don't need a lip liner to necessarily line your lips. I mean, of course, it's always nice because it's formulated specifically for that, but you can use what you have. I wanted that like brownie, plummy lip color, but I didn't have that color specifically, so I just mixed and matched. Started with a brown pencil, went in with a brownish lipstick, like a plummy brown lipstick, and then went in with a plum lip gloss, and it gave me the exact color that I wanted, and I'm super happy with it. Not to mention that warm smoke that's in my lid is blush. I mean, honestly, that's the funnest part about makeup. And then these magnetic lashes, honestly, I really, really love them. They went on easier than the other ones that I've tried before, so I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna buy more of these. Eyelure. I'm gonna try those out. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. check me out, check out the rest of my videos out. It's been wonderful to be able to keep filming for you guys, and I'm just gonna keep doing it because I love it. Catch you guys next time. Bye. How blonde and fuzzy my hair is. Oh, my follicles. Woof.